people, and I feel the excitement. But when you get back to it and you're with your team, you're just so locked in on your preparation and your X's and O's, and obviously just looking forward to the game to get started.
Is there a lot more preparation X's and O's when you've seen a team this many times?
Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised. Any little advantage you can get. It's taking 4 games, an accumulation of 4 games. That's a lot of possessions. 75 times 4 is a lot. It's like over 300 possessions. And you learn a lot. I think we each have a lot of information, and so you want to apply that information and pour everything you have into Game 5.
And yet, as you watched from afar, you said if there was one key, the other, it wasn't X's and O's, it was just aggressiveness.
Yeah, I mean, I think for sure we set the tone in that area. You're right, because they got a lot of things done, but our aggression negated a lot of those things. We made our own breaks, as we like to say. Obviously getting on the glass is something you're going to hear them talk about. It's going to be a focus, so it's not going to be as easy for us. But it is a part of our identity. It's been all season. This was the first game that we did it to that magnitude. We're going to need that. First shots are going to be hard. We're going to need second chances, maybe third chances, and it's the team that's more persistent.
When you've played each other so many times and you know each other so well, as much as you talk about what you can learn from the first 4 games, I mean, when you know their plays, they know your plays. I mean, it kind of comes down to will and aggressiveness, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. As we told them, Game 5 is about, it's just time for the players. Coaches, get out of the way. This is about players making plays, recognizing your opportunities, recognizing those moments that you can take advantage of your defender. It's not at this point. Like you said, the plays are what they are. It's what you do out of those plays. It's the little things that you're willing to do within a play to keep playing, and then obviously the hustle plays on the glass. That's what it's about.
Are you too immersed in it, in the minutiae of everything, to be able to stand back and admire just like the battle that Fowles and Pagumaki have been having, for example, or Beard and Moore? I mean,
I don't admire anything about.
I mean, just appreciate. I guess is what.
I mean, I have respect for our opponent for sure. Mm-hmm. I have a great deal of respect for their identity. They've been very, very persistent in their identity, which makes them such a tough opponent. I think we're just as persistent in our identity, which makes us tough. So, but I don't spend a lot of time, in those moments.
Sure. When you look at, I think the cumulative score the last 12 times you've played is, I think, that even almost. I mean, is it margin for error? I mean, almost nil, I guess, when these two teams get together? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. Like you said, it's for both teams. We feel like if they make a wrong decision on defense, we make them pay. If we make a wrong decision or we're just a tick late, they make us pay. So there is, basically no margin for error. It's just who can cash in those moments, and and it's end of quarter executions. It's the side OB, the BOB executions, the ATO. And that's ultimately where games are won. It's going to be a possession or two.
Is having that challenge kind of what, as a competitor, you live for a little bit? I mean,
for sure.
Instead of blowing people out and things like that.
Yeah. Well, I'd rather
I'm sure you
go
would.
a little easier.
But, yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at us, but and I'm sure Brian feels the same. But but like you said, as a competitor, there's nothing better than this. There's nothing better than trying to prepare your team for the battle. I suspect they feel the same way. It brings out the best in you. And anybody that doesn't necessarily want that, it says a little bit about them as a competitor, and we just don't have anybody that I wouldn't be happy with in that area. They're embracing those challenges, and they're studying video much the same way LA is, and you're looking at different things that you can apply because it's so hard, and like I said, it brings out the best in you.
If their Game 5 is about the players and will, as you said, what can each coaching staff do to kind of help that along once the game ball's tipped off?
I think the biggest thing is stay out of the way. Meaning, you start to complicate things, then your players aren't playing with as much confidence. If I make a random play call and they look at me and I get that blank look, I know that I took a little bit off of it in terms of just a flow and a rhythm. So we're going to be incredibly mindful of which things we feel good about and only run those things, and not have a bright idea at an inopportune time.